Yo, what's up people, how you doing? Today we are going to be reacting to the Sea of Thieves 2022 preview event. Now sadly, I missed out on this. I missed out on the premiere and everything like that, so sadly, yeah, I missed out on all of that. But I figured I'd bring you a reaction video to the 2022 preview event. I might split this up into 1 or 2 parts considering it's a nearly half an hour video. But if not, then strap in, grab some popcorn, grab a cup of tea, and yeah, we'll be getting straight into it. So without further ado, let's just get into it. I've not watched any of this, so this will all be a surprise to me.
Hello,
right, here
and
we
welcome
go.
to the Sea of Thieves 2022 preview event, where we're going to give you a first look at some of the new and exciting things coming to Sea of Thieves this year. We're going to be hearing from some of the members of the team here at Rare as they take you through our ambitious new plans for telling stories within the Sea of Thieves and how we plan to make the seas feel more
It should be
alive.
noted, guys, that I don't know anything about lore in this game, any characters, any kind of stories. So I've seen on Twitter that this is someone called Bell or something. I have no bloody idea who that is, I won't lie to you. So if I say some dumb things or I just seem clueless, it's because I am, okay? So just bear that in mind.
The seas feel more alive than ever. So stick around as
This
we plot out
sounds
the epic voyages
promising.
ahead and delve deep into
Like his words, what he's saying sounds promising.
what's in store for Sea of Thieves in 2022.
Hell yes. Let's go, John.
Hello everyone.
Who are
it's
you?
incredible to say
Oh,
that
Mike
Sea of
Chapman, hello,
Thieves
how
is
you doing?
Bigger than ever. We've had over 25 million players play the
Hold on, I'm just looking at his background. Is that real? If that's real, I want it. If any, hold on, we don't watch this shit in 480p. What do you want about? Come on, there we go. If this is real, shut up. If this is real, I want it. I don't know who this is. This is cool as well. Yo, I want all of it. Oh my god, this is a really in-depth background, and I don't think it's a green screen. That would be too much rendering. I want it.
recently announced that over
Oh my god, sorry.
25
They have the Glitterbeard journal as well.
million
I love
players
that.
play
I
the
love
game. And we recently announced that over 5 million players have purchased the game on Steam.
We started with the launch of Seasons back
Okay.
in January, which seems like such a long time ago
I know,
now.
right?
And
That's
then went through
mental.
to June, where we revealed a pirate's life and
Yeah.
released that into
Yeah.
our world. And it was such a great moment for us as a development team to keep it
Hello,
secret,
Joe.
to keep it a real surprise, to be able to introduce those
I love Joe.
characters and those
Seems like
stories
such a
into
nice
our
guy.
world, and for it to just be so
Love to talk to
seamless
him.
and such a magical moment.
We added new
Sparrow.
creatures and enemies for you to encounter in the Sea of Thieves
Okay,
world,
are there-
like the Phantoms. These
Right,
new
we know
characters that
this.
have crossed over from the new Kingdom. Deep below the waves, exploring these mysterious...
Yeah, we know what you've added.
That just really
I'm not really bothered in the recap.
Everything that we introduced with that. You know, what that means is really that Sea of Thieves has never been in a better place, and we think there's a real
Why is it
opportunity
freezing?
to do things differently as we move forward.
A new approach. Oh, here we
Seasons
go.
have been an incredible framework for us in which to add new experiences and content to
I
Sea
don't
of Thieves.
disagree.
And alongside that, we've been running numerous live events throughout the year. With all that said,
Yeah,
we
about
still
once a
feel like
month.
there's something missing.
Yes.
We want to make the Sea
Thank
of Thieves
you.
world feel like a richer,
I love the
more
shirt. I love that shirt, actually. I love that shirt.
dynamic place
It's a
where
cool
every
shirt.
time you play, there's always something new to discover and new adventures to embark on.
I agree.
So we're going
Thank
to be
you.
evolving and expanding how we...
My man's got Lacoste. I nearly said eyebrows. Man's got Lacoste glasses. Go on, man. Pop off.
So alongside
They're changing how
Seasons
they
as
update the
are
game,
now,
okay.
We're introducing 2 new ways that we'll be updating the game. Adventures
Adventures
and mysteries.
and
So firstly,
mysteries.
adventures are
Okay.
story-driven live events. And these are
Right.
released on a regular basis of 1 per month, typically lasting around 2 weeks.
Okay, so
Crucially,
the events.
adventures are a chapter in an overarching story that's unfolding within Sea
Right.
of Thieves.
Adventures will
Right.
be more cinematic.
Who is this? Wait, is
and
this who I
it'll be
think
a
it
chance
is?
for
No, it's
players
not.
to immerse themselves in the world and the
Okay,
story.
so this is Golden Sands, right?
And have more of
That's a cool ass statue. Look at that. Oh my god. That is so cool.
attachment to the
Game
characters in Sea
designer.
of Thieves.
We want to appeal to players'
No.
heart because
Becky,
Or
I like your
attachment
hair.
to the characters in Sea of
Anyway.
Thieves.
we want to appeal to players' hearts, get them to care
Okay.
about these places, get them to care
So
about
these
characters,
adventurers
because
or
when
the-
they are put in situations of trouble, players will feel compelled.
Wait, is that the Servant of the
You'll
Flame?
want to help out, you'll want to save them.
We want to make players feel like they're part
Ooh.
of this story, basically.
So the
It's
game's
happening
kind of
in
turning
the
into a
existing
story
world,
game.
which has been really good from an environment point of view because
Okay, so what I'm gathering is they're going to be doing like in-game events. So like the current in-game events they're doing, like Feast of the Damned or whatever it was called, Feast of Bounty. I don't bloody know. And Flag of Friendships or whatever. They're going to be doing that, but instead of those kind of random mini games, it's going to be story-driven and kind of like Fortnite updates in a sense, where the world is ever-changing and there's always a story going on. So yeah, kind of like a Fortnite chapter that they've done in the past. Okay, I like that. I like that idea. It means there's always something happening. There's always a story going on. It's kind of like a continuous tall tale in the world. You are in a world. You are in a story all the time rather than activating a story or writing your own story. There's a pre-existing story in the world in which you can still do your own thing, but you can also do your own thing alongside the story. Okay, I like that. I like that.
as we're touching areas that
That's
haven't
great.
been touched in a long time. Things are changing and things are happening within the world. It kind of makes it feel alive.
Part of the way that we'll be telling this story is through ongoing cinematic lore trailers, the first
Okay.
of which you'll see later in this preview event.
Okay.
Each season also features a special adventure, a finale, that brings several story elements to a thrilling
That is a
conclusion
tiny
before the
compass, I
story then
can't
moves
lie.
on in a new direction. And crucially, in key adventures, the community will be responsible for the outcome of that story.
Yes. Fuck. Oh, I'm trying not to swear. I'm trying to, keep it family friendly. But that is a great idea. Having the community actively change the story and the outcome. Our actions affect directly what is going on in the game. It already did beforehand, such as complaining and getting crossplay or arena changes and whatnot, but now it actively reflects our direct actions. That's really good.
Based on their actions and the choice they side with, the outcome of that story will be changed, and the world will change forever. And that
Yeah,
will become
okay.
part of the ongoing...
So it's kind of like Bandersnatch. If you don't know what Bandersnatch, is that what it's called? Bandersnatch, yeah. Let's see what Wikipedia says. In Bandersnatch, viewers make the decisions for the main character, who is adapting a fantasy game book into a video game, right? So basically, this movie is where you choose what the actor does, and the actor does it, and you can go over a trillion different ways and make a different story every time. That's similar to what they're doing here.
story
Not a new
for Sea of
concept
Thieves.
or stolen
This
concept.
is very much about
This is
players being
bold.
at the heart of their ongoing storytelling in Sea of Thieves and being responsible for moving the world forwards.
So mysteries are also something that we're super excited about. So these are going to be stories that players are going to have to work together to uncover. And this will happen kind of in-game and out of game in terms of clues being released, and that they will evolve kind of over a longer time period than a typical adventure will, because we're going to be kind of, teasing and hinting and looking at how people are solving this. Are people figuring this stuff out? When's the right time to move this forward? But based on players really uncovering the kind of next stages of these mysteries. We've already seen little bits of this with some of the little stuff we've done in the past, like the runes and things, but this is going to be taking that to another level entirely.
We've been looking at other media, we've been looking at films, we've been looking at episodic TV, we've been looking at books and how they can tell compelling mysteries over time. And we've really been inspired by those. And we see certain genres fitting really well in terms of mystery telling. So you've got murder mysteries, whodunits, ghost stories, certainly take inspiration from those kind of mysteries in other media.
I can't say too much
Okay.
about the stories we're going to expect from mysteries, but I will say
I like the
that
eyeshadow.
first
Anyway.
mystery is going to
Oh, the
be
earrings are cool.
involving
Bro, what am I on
players
about? We're here for a
solving the
fucking
murder.
react, not let's
The first
analyse these
mystery
people's
is
looks.
going to be involving players solving the murder of a well-known character in Sea of Thieves.
Pirates Lord, of
So
course.
it's really exciting.
Of course, it's got to be.
We've heard the
He's in the
feedback
trailer. It's got to be a Pirate Lord. I'm sorry.
about our
It's gotta be.
previous live events, and for
There's no
us,
way
this
it's
is
not.
about making them a key part of the ongoing Sea of Thieves story. The best way to think about it is that seasons and the content within is now going to be explained by part of this story.
Okay.
The adventures and the mystery collectively form the ongoing Sea of Thieves storyline, with players at the
Okay.
heart of that unfolding narrative.
Right. A first look at season 6. Oh, okay.
Seasons
I like
run
what
every
they've
3
done
months
here.
roughly, and they introduce new mechanics, progression, new rewards, new pirate emporium, new plunder pass.
Wait. Never
And
mind.
the emissary ledgers are reset. So season 6, which kicks off in March, introduces a new mini raid experience, which is introduced
Mini
by the way of sea
raid.
forts.
There'll be 6
Sea
sea
what?
forts around the Sea of Thieves.
What?
And in
This
the
is like
sea
a
forts,
Minecraft
players will
thing.
be able to battle phantoms and sea fort captains in order to unlock the
Right.
treasury and all the rewards inside.
Okay. Oh my god. What is that? That is
Forts
beautiful.
already exist in the game,
This artwork and design.
which are
I've gotta
there
give
to
them
bring
credit.
multiple crews together.
Well done.
Sea
Well done.
forts are there to provide a more personal experience. So if you're playing by yourself or if you're playing with your crew,
Yeah,
and
I
you
like
see a
that.
sea
Oh, they're a lot smaller than I thought they'd be. I thought they'd be bloody huge. They're a lot smaller than I thought they'd be.
you're not necessarily going to shy away from it. You know, as a challenge, it will be pitched towards you.
I'm a little bit disappointed at the size of it. Look how small that is. That is tiny. It's like barely bigger than the sloop. Obviously, I understand perspective scaling and whatnot, but that looks... I mean, unless that's not a finalised thing and they've just plopped that in a render and that's not actually how big it is. But it looks like you could go into the crow's nest and sword lunge onto the top of it. It looks like a small rock.
You're not necessarily going to shy away from it.
But I
you
could
know,
be wrong.
as a challenge, it will be pitched towards you.
I see what I mean. It looks huge here. Okay, I think the previous one was just a 3D rendered model which was placed into the video. Because, well, look at that ladder at the bottom there. That's definitely not tiny.
So these forts are brought through from memories.
I wonder if
from
those cannons at the top there will shoot at you. I wonder. Well, I feel like they probably couldn't because there's literally cannons on all sides.
Sea of the
So it'd be a bit hard.
So it's going to be really nice to see that again because it's a big breakaway from what you're used to in Sea of Thieves, where everything's a bit more ramshackled and wooden and brought about from shipwrecks and such.
And there's 3 different types that we'll see in different seas. So in the wilds, there's prison-themed forts. These ones kind of are really gloomy and they have a lot of kind of chains and
they're in the
cages. That's been
wilds.
really cool from a storytelling
course
point
they
of view.
The ones
we
in the
have
ancient isles
really
could be like jungle,
overgrown,
yeah,
abandoned
jungle.
forts. They've
Ayo, fam. Oh, someone's just followed me. Excuse me, I'm trying to record. Mr. Z Guapo, thank you for the follow, but sir, I am trying... Hold on, you're gonna, hold on, you're gonna hear it again. Yeah, hold up. Media. Hey, sir, I appreciate the follow, but I'm trying to record. Mr. Z Guapo. Go away.
just been reclaimed
Continuing.
by nature, basically.
But yeah, as I
so
said,
they're
this was going to
completely
be
overgrown, they're
Yeah, this is
crumbling,
100% in the
and they've
ancient
been
isles.
ransacked. And then we've got the more kind of standard Spanish forts that you would
the
expect to
shores of-
see directly.
Hold on.
And then with
Maybe... No, because the ancient isles is way more overgrown than the shores of
got the
plenty.
more
But this is between the fort and Plunder Valley.
kind of standard
This might be just in the
Spanish
shores of
forts that
plenty
you
on the
would expect
border.
to see directly from the Sea of the Damned.
When we're making
What is this? This looks cool. What is this?
these forts, we have to make good considerations into the playable space. We want it to look
Oh my
really
god, that's going to be such a sick place for a Ghost Admiral to make cinematics and shit. And like roleplay
well
and stuff.
decorated. Yeah, at the same
That's
time,
gorgeous.
be functional as a playable
Yeah,
area.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we've got lots of open space. There's quite a few choke points as well, so players can use that to their advantage and
Yeah,
stack
sit
up
there
those
with your
phantoms
swords,
and
yeah.
really, make use of your local environment to have the upper edge.
And then we'll use
edge,
more kind
yes.
of detail and concentrate the dressing in between these areas, which is kind of like a breadcrumbing technique to bring players from one area to the next, which means that they don't get lost easily. It still keeps the environment interesting while ensuring
Hold
that
on.
they can easily.
That's a new lantern.
It still keeps
That's
the
a new
environment
lantern. No
interesting
way that's
while
not a new lantern.
ensuring
That's
that
cool.
they can still navigate properly and
Looks like we're going to be getting some merchant stuff, gold order, maybe Order of Souls lanterns.
fight.
Ultimately, the reason why these sea forts, these naval stone sea forts,
Yeah, there's no way these cannons work.
have found their way
They'd be
from
way
the
too
Sea of the
OP.
Damned into the Sea of Thieves will be explained as part of our overarching story.
Similar to Four of the Damned. So they're saying these phantoms are coming back from the Sea of the Damned, like what Greymarrow does when he calls his Shadows of Fate back from the Sea of the Damned. So this is, okay, so this is like lore, linking into lore for sure.
That's going to unfold throughout the rest of the year.
That's cute. Look at that.
Overarching
Look at him
story
holding
that's going
the
to
stone. It looks like he could just eat it. It looks like a little pill.
unfold throughout the
That's
rest
cute.
of the year.
We're also going to be introducing new Pirate Legend voyages, which are replayable, that will be different every time. They have a mix of challenges in there, so players can replay them as often as they like, and it will be something fresh and exciting each time.
Whether that's using new maps to uncover treasures, diving into the depths to explore shipwreck graveyards, or exploring onto haunted islands.
Okay.
Again, this is a big element of the ongoing
cool,
grand
that's cool.
story that we're going to be telling throughout 2022, with Pirate Legends being responsible for this part of the story.
Finally, dude.
I think the big
Finally,
thing about
Pirate Legends have
Adventures in
something
Mistress
to
Game
do.
is being able to, at regular cadence, push the story forward.
Well, not necessarily something to do, but
Pushing
some kind of
characters and their
reward, right?
Storylines, their narrative forward, pushing the state of the world forward based on where the story is going, based on what players are doing within the story to push that narrative forward. It should help to make the world feel far more dynamic.
But alongside all of these amazing things that we're going to be
So
introducing
they've
to the Sea
boarded
of
up
Thieves,
some outpost buildings.
but
I
alongside all
see.
of these amazing things that we're going to be introducing to the Sea of Thieves, we also know that there are questions, there is feedback that we have around certain areas of the existing game. Hit registration, which we know is an ongoing kind of question and concern, spawn camping or the solo experience, or even kind of lost data and lost progress when we have moments of issues with our live service. And so we're going to be doing a Sea of Thieves podcast specifically to talk about the kind of main hot topics that are ongoing as part of the
Okay.
Sea of Thieves community. So that's going to be coming up fairly soon. I think we'll
That'll
have a
be
date
good, that'll
hopefully
be
running
good.
across the screen right now. But
February
we really
11th.
want to take the time to talk about that in depth and at length.
So with our ambitious plans for the future, we are as committed as ever to make adventure the best experience it can
Oh my God, we're
possibly
only
be.
halfway
The
in.
goal with all of this
Whoa. What is this? What is this? Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Right. So, Season 6, we have Sea Forts and Pirate Legend content. Good. 3 new adventures. Okay, so 3 new adventures is going to be something each season. Yes, because they're like in-game events. Okay, ongoing mysteries. A mystery begins. Emporium, Plunder Pass, Community Day. Okay, so with Community Day, what they mean is this weekend on beginning, I believe, January 30th, they're doing a Community Day or a Community Weekend, I don't know, where essentially based on, I think this week they're doing community tweets. So like based on how many tweets the Sea of Thieves hashtag gets, it will change a multiplier on how much gold and reputation you make this weekend. So it looks like they're going to be doing one of those each season, or maybe 3, I don't know. Anyway, so Season 7 we have new ways to play and progress. I wonder what that's going to be. I actually have no idea what new ways to play. New game mode, maybe? That sounds like a new game mode to me. And considering they're getting rid of Arena in this season, Season 7 is 100% going to be something to do with a new event. No doubt. Season 8, expanded roleplay, so probably more places to sit, emotes, and maybe some potions for roleplay. I don't know. Quest types, just new quests. And then Season 9, something that I mentioned on stream recently, new social options for crews. I was saying recently on stream, wouldn't it be cool if you could go into a tavern and there would be a chessboard and you would bet 5k on white and then white win? Something like that. Some kind of hub where you can play games and bet. Okay, so that sounds somewhat like what I'm saying.
Like
so
new
social options, okay.
Dynamic place where there's always secrets to discover, new experiences to have, and new adventures to embark upon. We're so excited and we're more ambitious than ever for our plans throughout this year and beyond.
Okay, this sounds good.
Adventure.
This genuinely sounds good.
So in order to make the adventure mode as magical as it can be, we've had to reassess...
This year sounds like it's going to be fucking great onwards from March.
...where we're going to be spending our time as we look forward.
Part of that is redirecting our development efforts from elsewhere to ensuring that we're making the improvements that matter to adventure. So as a result of this, and with our plans in mind for the future, we've made the difficult decision to close Arena in Sea of Thieves.
Well,
and
I've got a video coming out on
during
this.
Season 6.
It's pretty clear to us that majority of our players love to spend their time in adventure.
We can skip this whole
to
arena
spend
thing.
our development time, and that.
We can skip this whole arena thing if you want to see. If you want to see it, go watch the original video. But I'll have a video coming out on it.
Possible.
Right, here we go. An all-new adventure. Here we are. Here we are.
So, following the events of A Pirate's Life, with that mysterious castaway coming to the Sea of Thieves world and opening the way to the Sea of the Damned, allowing pirates to adventure inside, this has been seen by all of our major characters in the Sea of Thieves world.
Right.
In many ways, this has started a magical arms race between the forces of a renewed Captain Flameheart and the pirate lord himself.
A new Captain Flameheart.
The nefarious forces that wish to do evil in the Sea of Thieves, they seek to control the Sea of the Damned.
Yes,
to
control
destroy
it.
the veil
I'm with you on
between
this.
these two pirate worlds and to bring them together. So let's take a first look at the
Merge
cinematic
them.
trailer for our first adventure, Shrouded.
I'm all for it. Flameheart, take over the fucking seas, daddy.
Islands.
Do it. Do it. You won't. Do it.
The sea.
This is some gorgeous 30 FPS footage.
Place where there are always new stories to tell.
Yeah, it's a pirate lord.
But like the turning of the tide, all of that could change. I can feel it in my bones. Evil is stirring.
She's come out of her shop. She's been there for 3 years, mate.
Once again under threat.
Well, nearly 4 years she's been in that shop. She's going to board herself in. She is. Oh, wow. I was joking. Oh, no. Fog. Fog of the Damned. Yeah, that seems like a good name.
Seeks to regain his power. We must do all that we can to weather this storm. Only together can we protect what we all hold dear.
Are you done?
Oh, I don't know who that is. Why does she look dead? Why is her skin white? Who is this? Who's this chick?
I'll handle this.
Who is this chick? Is that Wanda? I have no idea. Shrouded Islands, a Sea of Thieves adventure, an epic news story begins. February 17th to March the 3rd, so 2 weeks, yeah.
So
I have no idea who that was.
Shrouded Islands is coming to see.
I won't lie, I have no idea who that was.
And it's just the start of a bigger, grander story that we're introducing to Sea of Thieves as part of this.
That looks good.
To show you why we're so excited, we're going to take a close look now at our first adventure, Shrouded Islands.
Do it. Secrets of the Shrouded Islands.
So as you saw there in our cinematic trailer, Shrouded Islands centres on golden sands and this mysterious fog that has rolled in.
Fog of the Damned is my
name for it. Players will be able to explore and abandon golden sands.
What happened to... Hey. Who exploded a keg on the sand? Own up. Who was it? Who was it? Who destroyed the sand? Come on now.
Players
This is
will be
Golden
able to
Sands.
explore and
Why would you
abandon
do that
Golden
to my
Sands,
favourite
learning
outpost?
more about what happened there.
So at this point in time, when the first adventure starts, we'll see that Flameheart has ominously retreated after all of this time in the Sea of Thieves.
Wait, Flameheart's
and
gone.
at the same time, spectral activity is increasing. So
Wait,
one of the first
Flameheart's
things you
gone?
will see when you're
They're
taking
removing
part in these
Flameheart?
adventures is you're going to have Lorena speaking to you. You're going to have Lorena asking
Hold
you
on, are they
to help
removing
out.
Flameheart?
And she is going to be sending you out to investigate
No
Golden
way
Sands
they're removing
first of all.
Flameheart.
This is
There's
obviously
no way.
the biggest threat on the Sea of Thieves right now. Golden Sands, the significant trading outpost, has been engulfed in this fog. Its inhabitants are missing, and Lorena is going to task you, first of all, to investigate.
So I'm assuming
If
we
you're looking
can't
for
spawn there
adventure,
anymore.
I'll fill you in on all you need to know.
As an environment artist, it's great fun to go into an area and destroy it, basically. But it is one of the most kind of vibrant, well-loved islands in the game. So
That is
when
cool.
you're doing it, you're sort of like,
I like
oh
that.
God, what am I doing to this place? But at
That
the
must be
same
really
time,
fun to do,
it was kind
the
of
design.
the perfect island to do it to because it was so perfect and well-loved. Everyone
It was
that is
perfect.
the outpost.
Damn.
What I really like about changing something that is pre-existing in the Sea of Thieves is that you can add history to an already existing area. When it comes to somewhere like Golden Sands, you can sort of play at the players' emotions because they love that area. I mean, I love that outpost. It's going to be a bit painful to see it in such a devastating state.
There's clear evidence that there's been a battle taking place.
There's been a
and it's quite
battle.
obvious that the people, the inhabitants of the island did not win that battle.
Okay, but the question
they
is, right,
vacated the island,
why?
and this
Why do I
ghostly
care?
the fog of the damned, has come and settled in over
Like,
the island. Everything
How am I going to be able to
is
go
very eerie and
there
mysterious, and we
and
really wanted to
there's
convey
some
that
kind of battle for me
that real
to
mystery
engage
of
in, or am
what
I
has
going to go
happened
there and
here.
it's just
This is not
deserted
like
and
a
there's no
normal
real
battle
reason for it to be
scene, and
there?
you can see that they've tried to defend themselves, and it's not.
Because if I just
well.
go there
One
and
of
there's
the
absolutely
key points for me
nothing
is
to
the
do,
tavern sign outside
then
the tavern
what's
is
the
just
point?
fallen down.
That's
and
my
split
question.
in
If there's
two.
nothing to do,
and I think
then
that really
what's the
symbolises
point?
just the state that the outpost is in at this point.
For this first story and this adventure,
Obviously it's
I
for the
think
story,
the
right?
sort of tone
So
and
I
emotion
understand
we were
that
trying to convey.
Obviously it's for the story, so I understand that there's a reason for it. But do you have to be on a voyage to reap the story, or can I just go to Golden Sands and there's stuff for me to do? Or is it literally just going to be like Fort of the Damned, a dead-ass, boring island unless you're doing a Fort of the Damned? Is Golden Sands going to be dead and useless unless I'm doing the story? That's my question.
Foreboding. So for these sort of shrouded islands with the fog of the damned, we've used the fog music that we already have, but we've introduced these other elements with a day and night cycle to it as well. So we've sort of incorporated that into the music as well, and used this theme that we've created for Adventure 1.
The adventure will take you across
Okay,
multiple
wait,
other
what's going on at
locations that
Shipwreck
are
Bay
also
now?
engulfed in fog. And you will encounter phantoms, including a new phantom type that we're calling the Soul Flame Captain.
Wow,
He's a
that's
fearsome
cool,
threat,
that's cool.
and you will need to use the environment around you to take it on.
I asked Chloe if she'd be interested in writing some music for the Soul Flame Captains, and she was completely, as always, up to the challenge. She's used that first theme that we've been sort of framing the whole Adventure 1 in, but she's really cleverly sort of weaved it into her combat music. And it's a lot of complicated sort of time signatures, and even
I won't
chords
lie,
that are
I'm
sort
not
of
really
syncopated
bothered about
calling out
the music. Nice. I don't know what I'm looking at, but
So Belle
nice.
has been in the Sea of Thieves world
Belle,
and stories
this
for
is the
some
girl.
time.
I think
but
that
this
was
is her
her.
first appearance within the
Yeah,
game.
okay, so that would have been
And she
her.
comes
Yeah,
from the Sea of the
okay.
Damned.
Who is she?
And unlike many of our characters, she's been around for hundreds of years. She's seen so many things within the spectral realm of the Sea of the Damned.
She's probably fucking
and now
traumatized.
she has taken this chance to help the pirate lord against this new threat from
The
Captain
new
Flameheart.
threat.
She has this
Oh, the
necklace
ferryman
around her neck,
necklace.
which certain players might have noticed if you've got a keen eye. And that has a symbol on it which ties her into the Ferry of Damned. And she's appeared right now because there's a time of great need. The pirate lord is in desperate need of help, and she's come to...
Hey, yo, is this some
save
kind of
her.
Avengers shit? We're
She
gonna get
knows so much
Ant-Man
more
and
than
Iron
she's,
Man, Captain
letting
America.
on. on what's going on in Sea of Thieves. So she doesn't have that.
We're gonna have the whole crew getting back together.
Ordinary pirate does. So it was almost like what I'm trying to convey with her theme was just sort of wondrous and quite majestic, I suppose, as well. And it's just this kind of
not a fan of the frameless
as old as time theme.
Sorry, I'm meant to be reacting to the video. I'm just
Are you done?
zoned out.
Sit down, Ramsey.
I'll handle this. Oh my god.
We're really excited to be able to start this long narrative that's going to be an epic tale for players to experience. There's going to be cinematic moments, there's going to be lots of lore and narrative to get involved with. And this is just the start, really, of what's going to be a really exciting year for Sea of Thieves. It's going to be a real game changer.
I think for me, the most exciting thing about Adventures is this opportunity to tell an ongoing story at a regular cadence. We can tell a story that will give you those emotional highs,
how long do I have
give
left?
you those emotional
2 minutes, 1 minute.
Make you want to come back to find out where that story is going. It will make players feel at the heart of this progression of the world of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
And also,
for sure,
players will be able to look back after the time, see the scars of these stories. They will continue to exist as well, and players will be able to remember their place.
We're probably
going to
get cosmetics and shit to do with this as well, which is
where
cool.
It goes next.
Our plans for the immediate future are incredibly exciting, with new adventures, ongoing mysteries, and exciting new experiences coming to the Sea of Thieves world.
I like
so
this.
As we look to the future of Sea of Thieves, we are all in on this new approach with the existing seasons, but then doubling down with the adventures and the mysteries, but also continuing to evolve the world and evolve the mechanics that are there, so new ways to progress and new tools. And we really believe that the future of Sea of Thieves over the next year and beyond is going to be incredibly exciting for us and for all of our players.
Damn.
We hope you enjoyed this first look at what we have planned for Sea of Thieves 2022. With adventures, mysteries and seasons, the Sea of Thieves will feel more alive than ever and give you even more ways to play. And there's still
100%.
plenty to share about what's coming throughout the rest of the year, but we'll save that for another time. Until then, keep a weather eye on the horizon.
No. This is Poggies. Okay, well, that about wraps it up for my reaction. I feel like I actually gave a pretty good reaction, I won't lie. I feel like that was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed making this video. If you've enjoyed it, let me know. Leave a like, consider subscribing, all that good stuff. And also let me know in the comments, what season are you most looking forward to? I can't remember where it was. Let's see if we can find the screen again. Here it is. Okay, let me know what you're most looking forward to. The expanded roleplay in Season 8, or the new social options in Season 9, or maybe the beginning of this new mystery in Season 6. Also, let me know what you think about Arena being removed. However, I will have a video coming out on that. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you're most looking forward to. Consider subscribing and leaving a like. It takes 2 seconds. You can always unsubscribe. It's free. And yeah, there's no reason not to subscribe if you like this kind of content. Anyway, much love, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, my friends.